Hello, my name is Matthew Cox, and I'm going to talk a little bit on the topic of how much should fans be able to distract players on the court. There has to be a limit on distracting players. It doesn't happen every day in the big leagues, but when it does, it's a big deal, especially if someone storms the field. It happens about every game if you look and listen. It is mostly coming from the student section. Almost everyone in the student section is chanting and distracting basketball players on their free throws and when they are trying to focus. Let's hear what some other students have to say about this.
I think fans should be able to distract the opposing team as much as they want without hurting them and throwing trash on the court or field.
How much should fans be able to distract the players on the court or the field?
Not very much because the players have to stay focused.
How much should fans be able to distract players on the field?
As much as they want, except for like throwing stuff onto the field and like actually interfering in the game.
Cool. How much should fans be able to distract players on the field or court?
I think fans can yell as loud and as much as they want, but I don't think they should be allowed on the field.
As you can see, most people are saying that it is okay to distract players, but you should not interfere with the game. Let's see what some coaches have to say about it.
I don't think fans should take any part in distracting players while they're on the field participating. I think that fans should just encourage players, and that's about it.
I think it's all a part of the game. Like I always loved at a basketball game making a lot of noise, being obnoxious. I think it adds a lot to the game. I think probably the line is when it gets personal. Like it's fine to be like, "Oh, Mr. Sherman's shot," but not to be like, "Your mom," or just leave mothers out of it probably. But yeah, I'd say as involved as they can be from their seat, but kind of with some lines on appropriateness. Yeah.
So both coaches are saying along the line of it's okay to yell, but there has to be a level of appropriateness. In reality, distracted players shooting their free throws in basketball only cost the team about 1 point per game, which isn't very much. But the problem is that it distracts players from hearing their coaches and focusing when the game gets intense. To sum it up, fans distracting players is just part of the game, something that we just have to deal with. If kids are getting into sports, they need to know that things like this are expected to happen.